कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिराजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद के अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की ISKCON BBD founder savior of the whole world Jagad Goswami Prabhupada की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय सद्गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की श्री श्री गौरनिताय की जगत Goswami Prabhupada की जय all glories the assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories the assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories the assembled devotees Hare Krishna Grandhara Srimad Bhagavad Gita की जय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 3, Karma Yoga, text number 13, verse number 13. यज्ञशिष्टा संतो यज्ञशिष्टा आसिनः संतो यज्ञशिष्टासिनः संतो मुच्यन्ते सर्वा किल्बिषाय मुच्यन्ते सर्व किल्बिषाय भुञ्जते ते तु अगम पापा भुञ्जते त्व अगम पापा भुञ्जते त्व अगम पापा ये पचन्ति आत्मकारणा ये पचन्ति आत्मकारणा ये पचन्ति आत्मकारणा यज्ञशिष्टासिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषये भुञ्जते तो अगम पापये पचन्ति आत्मकारणात् यज्ञशिष्टासिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषये भुञ्जते तो अगम पापये पचन्ति आत्मकारणात् यज्ञशिष्टासिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषये भुञ्जते तो अगम पापये पचन्ति आत्मकारणात्। Please recite. यज्ञशिष्टासिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषये भुञ्जते तो अगम पापये पचन्ति आत्मकारणात् यज्ञशिष्टासिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषये भुञ्जते तो अगम पापा कारणात्। Anyone else? Mataji? यज्ञशिष्टासिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषये भुञ्जते तो अगम पापा ये पचन्ति आत्मकारणात्। Try change. Try. यज्ञशिष्टासिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषये yajante agam papa, de pachanti atmakaranam. Synonyms, word to word meaning. Yagnasista, a food taken after performance of yajna. Asinaha, eaters. Santaha, the devotees. Muchante, get relief. Sarva, all kinds of. Kilvisahai, from sins. Bunjate, enjoy. Te, they. Tu, but. Agam, grievous sins. Papaha, sinners. Ye, who. Pachanti, prepare. Food. Atmakarana, for sense enjoyment. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanath Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Kindly repeat after me. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Purport. The devotees of the Supreme Lord are the persons who are in Krishna consciousness are called santas, and they are always in love with the Lord. As it is described in Brahma Samhita, 5th chapter, 38th verse, Premanjana charita bhakti vilochanena santas sadaiva hrudayeshu vilokayanti. The santas, being always in a compact of love with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, the giver of all pleasure, or Mukunda, the giver of liberation, or Krishna, the all-attractive person, cannot accept anything without first offering it to the Supreme Person. Therefore, such devotees always perform yajnas in different modes of devotional service, such as Sravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Archanam, etc. And this performance of yajnas keep them always aloof from all kinds of contamination of sinful association in the material world. Others who prepare food for self or sense gratification are not only thieves but also the eaters of all kinds of sins. How can a person be happy if he is both a thief and sinful? It is not possible. Therefore, in order for people to become happy in all respects, they must be taught to perform the easy process of Sankirtana Yajna in full Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, there can be no peace or happiness in the world. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjalasalakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Namaha Mukhaṁ Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Gurum Yat Krupatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinataranam Sri Chaitanya Mahadevam. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachata Desatarini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is in that chapter number 3, Karma Yoga. Out of it, text number 13 we are reading, which is one of the important sloka in Bhagavad Gita, especially for devotees, is most important for. He is talking, Krishna is making or stressing importance of taking prasad, only prasad. So, first of all, we welcome all the devotees for today's Sunday love feast. So we will go directly into sloka. Yagnasista sinaha. Yagnasista. Yagna means sacrifice, or another name of Vishnu or Krishna. Vishnu's another name is Yagna Purusha we call. So here Yagna Sistaha. Sista means foodstuffs which is offered to Lord, that remnants. So Yagna Sista means directly we call prasad. Any food grains, foodstuffs which is offered to Lord, that is called Yagna Sista. Generally we perform Narsimha Yagna, Narsimha Homa we call. So that time we put on that Yagna, there are dry fruits, along with that we prepare some kind of sweet rice. Rice and with sweet and all we offer to Yagna. That we call directly Sista, Yagna Sista we call. So basically it's a prasad. So Yagna Sista is a foodstuff which is offered in Yagna. So our prasad, asinaha, just by eating, but just by honoring, taking. Who will eat that prasad, that Yagna Sista? Santaha, devotees. So we should not misunderstand that whoever wears saffron or looks like some sadhu, everyone is not like that. Santa are specifically devotees. In fact, in Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter, it is told Krishna is stressing, is making definition for who is Santa. He is telling, Avyabhicharana Bhakti Yogena Sadhureva Samanvita. Sadhu or Santa, both are one and same. So Krishna is telling, Avyabhicharena Bhakti Yogena Sevate. Avyabhicharana. Vyabhicharana means deviation. Avyabhicharana, without deviation. Bhakti Yogena Sevate. One who serves Krishna with love and devotion without deviation. So he is telling, Sadhu Reva Samanvantaha is called Sadhu. Someone wearing saffron, it looks like Sadhu, it doesn't mean, Bhagavad Gita doesn't accept that he is a Sadhu. So we should not misunderstand that. If person is a devotee, is engaging in Krishna's service always, he is called Sadhu. So Krishna is telling, so devotees of Lord eats only Krishna Prasad. What will happen? Just by eating Krishna Prasad, Muchante, get rid of, get relief, moksha. Moksha we call Muchante, moksha. Moksha means relief from all kinds of problems. So Muchante, they will get rid of from what? Sarva, all kinds of. Sarva means all. Sarva kilbishaha. Kilbishaha means papa, sin. Just by eating Krishna Prasad, which is offered to Lord first, by doing so, one will get out of from all kinds of sins. If it is not so, what will happen? So Krishna is making another statement here. Bunjate. Bunjate means bojana, we call. No? Bunjate, just by eating, te, those people, so who are those people? Non-devotees. Two, but agam papa, agam mean that bundle. Bundle, here Prabhupada mentions, agam mean grievous sins, very severe, serious sins, serious. Agam mean actually bundle of sins. Agam papa mean bundle of sins. So, those who are not offered to Krishna first, or they prepare for their own satisfaction. Atma Karanath. The Atma means self, Atma means body, or Atma means senses, Atma means mind. There are different meanings of Atma. So, those people who prepare food for their own sense gratification, their own satisfaction, what will happen? Agam papaye pachanti atma karanath. So, those who prepare food for their own satisfaction, so what will happen? By eating that foodstuffs, they are going down to hell, if you say in our world. So, those who are devotees, they offer foodstuffs to Lord first. Just by eating that foodstuff, they will liberate. Gradually, they will be in path of liberation. Those who are non-devotees, and they prepare food for their own satisfaction, which is not offered to Lord, they will be binding grievous sins. So that is the statement here. And why? So generally, in Kali Yuga, it is very difficult to perform any sacrifice. And in Kali Yuga, easy process of sacrifice recommended by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, what is that? Yajna, Sankirtana Yajna. So, if you want to perform sacrifice, it's very difficult, just like a Yajna. Narsimha Yajna, in May, May month, Narsimha Yajna will come, Narsimha Jayanti will come. That time, devotees will perform Narsimha Yajna. For that, getting all the ingredients and all is very difficult. It is not easy to get that thing. But in Kali Yuga, because Yajna perform means it requires so much ghee, there are specific ingredients. That ghee also some, actually Yajna means that tons of ghee is required. This all are not possible in Kali Yuga. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is recommended this Kali Yuga, Kalo Sankirtana Praya Yajante Sumedaha. Sumedaha. Very intelligent people, they take up very seriously about this Sankirtana Yajna. So this is very easy perform. So whatever you offer to Krishna, that may be japa or any fruit or anything it may be, that is called sacrifice. And once Prabhupada was in morning walk, generally after Mangalarti, Prabhupada takes some devotees and goes some few kilometers for morning walk. Out of that devotees, one of Mayavadi follower, he was in that group. So his name is Dr. Patel. He is from Gujarati. So he is a follower of Mayavadi philosophy. Generally Mayavadis mean they are impersonalists. They say God doesn't have head, he doesn't have tail, he doesn't have leg, he doesn't have hand, God doesn't have eyes. So they'll say, God doesn't have this, that, so many things. They'll say, finally they say that God no more exists, like that they say. God existence, they're denying actually. So they are called impersonalists. Nirakaravadi we call. No? So they always talk about Nirakara. So impersonalism. So they are called Mayavadis because they say that everything is Maya. Even Krishna appeared as in this world, that is also Maya. Krishna's form is Maya, they call. So we call impersonalists or Mayavadis. So one of that person in that group, in Prabhupada's morning walk, he asked Prabhupada, what is the difference between that Mayavadis and you devotees? So they also wear saffron dress. You also wearing same. They are pure vegetarian. You also vegetarian. So is there any difference? Prabhupada says immediately, there are many goats. They eat only vegetarian food. That doesn't mean they are great devotees or what? No, right? So immediately that person got bewildered. He didn't expect that kind of answer from Srila Prabhupada. So he's telling that you people also eat only vegetarian food, and also eat, those people, Mayavadis also, they also eat vegetarian food. What is the difference? He's asking. Prabhupada immediately a punching answer he gave. He didn't expect that. And Prabhupada continued that, see, in this world, there are many animals like goats, camel, horse, cows. They all are vegetarian. That doesn't mean they're great devotees. Our only concern is that whether you are eating prasad, Krishna prasad, or anything. So we are not concerned about whether they are vegetarian or non-vegetarian. We are only concerned about whether you are eating Krishna prasad or not. By eating Krishna prasad, you are in the path of liberation. If you eat other than Krishna prasad, according to these words, he will be acquiring grievous of sins. He is going down to hell. So, just by eating Krishna prasad, which is offered to Lord, you will go back to Godhead. That is, and devotees, generally, their love with God, so they develop a love for God. Whatever they eat, they offer to God. Then they accept that as a prasad. So by eating that prasad regularly, what will happen? They are in the path of liberation. That is a sloka, this thing. Why devotees, that santas, so according to Brahma Samhita, they always love with God. Why they do all sacrifice, whatever they get, they offer first to Lord, because they are in love with God. In Brahma Samhita it is told, Premanjana charita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hudayeshu vilokayanti. Prema Anjana. The devotees are develop a love for God. That Anjana means ointment. They see everywhere God and everything given by God. They take it as everything given by God. And whatever given by God, first we offer, they think that they want to offer first God. That is called sacrifice. So, just like a mother is there, mother having a small kid. And naturally that mother love for that kid is very, we cannot compare with in this world. So, mother is seeing some dress of that child may be somewhere else. But as soon as that mother sees the dress, what mother thinks? Mother will not see the dress, actually she remembers that son, child. As soon as she sees her small chapel or whatever that things belongs to that child, immediately mother remembers that child. Because she is so much in love with that child, immediately she remembers that child. Similarly, devotees are developed, that sadhus are developed love for God. As soon as they see anything in this material world, just like we go somewhere like some park or whatever it may be, or somewhere some stall, as soon as we see some rose flower or some nice flower, so devotees naturally they remember Krishna's feet. Because he thinks that, oh, so nice flower is there, if I pluck that flower and offer to Lord, so it will be very nice. That is the nature of devotees, because they develop love for God. And any article they see, if it is fit for God, Lord, immediately they will think that if I take it that and offer to Lord, it will be so nice. He feels that. So by doing so, even there's a rose flower, he offering that, plucking from that plant, and he offering to Lord. That person who offers the Lord, he will be benefited, and that plant also benefited. Lord will not benefit anything. So that is benefit for us. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, he says, a devotee feels presence of God everywhere, but one averse to the Lord denies his existence anywhere. So generally devotees, because they develop love for God, they see everywhere presence of God, and they think that whatever is there, item or a flower, whatever it may be, he immediately thinks that actually this belongs to God, is created by God, so you want to offer to Lord. That is the nature he developed. Whereas non-devotee, even he goes to temple, in front of Lord he sits, he says that, no, there is no God here. I don't feel that presence of God. Just like a Sisupala or Poundraka, they are in front of God, Krishna personally, but they are criticizing Lord. So that is the difference between devotees and non-devotees. Because devotees, they are gradually developing love for God. Devotees mean they are not something special or anything. They also looks like same. They also living in this world. Just like if you see, earlier days we were using tape recorder. You know tape recorder? You've seen, right? So in that tape recorder, we used to play that, we used to put that cassette. In that cassette, if you see, there are two wheels. As soon as you put that cassette in that, insert in that tape recorder, and you play that one, what will happen? That cassette start rotating in same way. I mean that wheels of that cassette. Both that wheels, they are rotating in same way, right? One wheel is rotating and another wheel rotating same way. Now what is the difference between that both wheels? Both wheels are in same cassette and same tape recorder, same time, same circumstances. What is the difference between first wheel and second wheel? First wheel rotating in same direction, second wheel also rotating in same direction, same speed, at same time. But first wheel is gradually accumulating one by one the tape. Tape is accumulating more and more, is binding by the tape. Whereas second wheel is gradually losing or liberating. So similarly, we devotees also work in the same world, same time, same circum. Just like in 2005-06, that time I was working for some company. So I used to carry one bag. I was in marketing. So I was carrying one bag. I used to meet so many people. I used to sell my products. I used to get money. And I used to get that customers for company. Those times I used to do same job. And nowadays you see, we also devotees, we go for collecting donations. Now we carry same kind of bag, almost same. That may be different bag, this may be. And same field, we are working in same material world. We go and meet so many people and we get donation. So what is the difference between that and this? So there I was working for my own satisfaction. In fact, I was working for some company satisfaction because they're giving money for my maintenance. So I am working for that company. Whereas here, I am working for Krishna's satisfaction. So difference between that and this, there I was working for different satisfaction, some person or my satisfaction. Sri Radha Madhav ki, Krishna Balram ki, Jagannath Baldev Subhadramaya ki, Thai Gauranga ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So those times I was working for my own satisfaction. Here I am working for Krishna's satisfaction. So devotees, they work for Krishna's satisfaction, therefore they will be liberating. Whereas there I was working for my own satisfaction, so I was binding and more. And same thing, and same time, same platform. So here we are karma yoga. So there are three things: karma and karma yoga and bhakti yoga. Karma means we know, karma is we call, just like we work for my own satisfaction, that is called karmi. Suppose I am working for my own satisfaction, I am called as a karmi. So when I am working for my own satisfaction, is there any Krishna's involvement in that? I am working for my own satisfaction, I am getting some money, and that money I am taking and giving for Krishna, that become karma yoga. Just like a karma yoga and bhakti yoga difference is, suppose I want to go to that first floor, I want to go through that ladder. I bought one ladder, I kept there, I want to climb. So if you see, in starting stage, I am holding that ladder and slowly, gradually I am climbing that ladder. So I am in initial stage, that is called karma yoga. Whereas I reach the top of that ladder, that is called bhakti yoga. Understood? Path is same, there is a difference. The karma yoga, I am working, and whatever the results I am getting, and actually that working, that may be my satisfaction or somebody else's satisfaction, that may not be Krishna's satisfaction. But that result, whatever I am getting that result, I am taking that one and I am offering to Krishna. Because Krishna is in picture, that become karma yoga. Whereas bhakti yoga is in advanced stage. Whatever it does for Krishna's satisfaction. Just like a gross example, we devotees, sometimes we want to eat prasad. What we do? We prepare something, we offer to first God, and we take it, that one. That is called actually karma yoga. Whereas in your temple you see, I don't know what they are going to offer. Whatever comes, we eat it, we honor it. We don't prepare foodstuffs for my own satisfaction. We see that, yes, temple standard, already some menu is prepared, that I am not aware of that. And that menu prepared, that devotee who prepares, he keeping something in his mind. Suppose Gaur Purnima is coming, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu likes sak. Sak is one of the preparation which is made that green leafy items, green vegetable items. So that Chaitanya likes that sak. I may not like that one. And the devotee who prepared, he prepared such that whether Chaitanya Mahaprabhu likes or not. That is his intention. He might be liking that item. So he preparing for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's interest, Krishna's interest, and he prepared that menu and he offered Lord. And that prasada, whatever that foodstuff, whether he likes or not, as a prasad, he accepts it. So, karma yoga and bhakti yoga in same line, same ladder. Karma yoga, that is in initial stage, and bhakti yoga is already advanced stage. So, we should gradually progress. We should reach the bhakti yoga state, pure devotional state. We are devotees, is it not? We are devotees, obviously, but we are in starting stage. So, we are advanced devotees, pure devotees, they are in fully love with God. We should develop love for God in that way, it is told. And so here Prabhupada is making one statement. Others who prepare food for self or sense gratification are not only thieves but also the eaters of all kinds of sins. So, as we discussed, whatever available in this material world, which is not created by me or you or anybody else, which is created by nature, Nature means Krishna's nature, Prakriti. So Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Daivesha Gunamai Mama Maya. That Prakriti, that nature is working under my control. That is mine. So that is Krishna's nature. So Krishna has created that nature and we are taking everything from that nature. And we are taking that everything, and when we don't offer that things to Lord, so what will happen? So we are taking everything from our own satisfaction, we become thieves. And when we taking everything for our own satisfaction, we are becoming thieves, and we are, according to this sloka, we are enjoying that thing, we become sinful person. And it says, Prabhupada says, others who prepare food for self or sense gratification are not only thieves, but also the eaters of all kinds of sins. How can a person be happy if he is a both thief and sinful? Is it possible? A sinful man and thief, he cannot be a happy person. So that is a statement Prabhupada is making. Therefore, in order for people to become happy in all respects, they must be taught to perform the easy process of Sankirtana Yajna in full Krishna consciousness. So in this Kali Yuga, it is very difficult to perform actual yajnas, homas, this and all. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 5,000 years back, he came here, he introduced this Sankirtana Yajna. So in this Kali Yuga Yajna, that sacrifice is Sankirtana Yajna. Yajna, what is the statement? Yajna Sankirtana Prai Yajante Sumedaha. So in Kali Yuga, just by performing this Sankirtana Yajna, chanting, hearing, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Vandanam, Padasevanam, Dasam, that basically that Navavida Bhaktis are there, right? By performing that one, we gradually get rid of all kinds of sins. That is the thing described here. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he says, actually, in Kali Yuga, we feel spending time for practicing this Krishna conscious activities, participating in Krishna conscious activities. Most of the people think that is a waste of time. When we people go and approach a person, we ask them to chant Hare Krishna, call them for attending programs in temple. So they think that this is time waste. These people wasting their time, their lives. So they are asking us to do so. So that is a problem in this Kali Yuga. People having different paradigm. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati says, life is for the glorification of topics on Hari. This human life is meant for, in fact, Bhagavatam 11th canto says, Atato Brahma Jignasa. This human life is meant for only for encounter Brahman. Brahman means greatest, that is supreme, Krishna. This human life is meant for only for the encounter of Brahman. So in Bhagavad Gita, if we see in first 6 chapter, that is the subject matter. What is that? Sambandha. Sambandha Jnana. He is discussing about Sambandha Jnana. Sambandha Jnana. So what is that? And if you see in 2nd chapter, you all are discussing, in that Atma Dhyana is discussing. It is called confidential knowledge is told. So that Brahma Jignasa means, who am I? Who am I? Where from I came? After death, where I am going? Who is God? If God is there, what he is doing, what he will be doing? What is the relation between God and myself? These are the subject matter in 2nd chapter. That is called confidential knowledge. So, this human life is meant for encouragement of God. So here Bhaktisiddhanta Swami is saying, life is for the glorification of topics on Hari. If that is stopped, then what need is there to carry on life? If that is missing, then what is the purpose of living? He is asking. Because this human life is meant for enquiring God, Brahma Jignasa. And one more place is saying, where there is a discussion about Lord Hari, that is a place of pilgrimage. The place where the discussion of Lord Hari, glorification of Lord Hari, that place is called place of pilgrimage. If you see in ISKCON, these three things are famous. What is that? Harinam, Harikatha, Hariprasad. Krishna Nama, Krishna Katha, Krishna Prasad. Both one the same. So, if that is missing, we no need to go for that place. That is the statement of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. So that is the thing here I want to tell. I will stop here. If you have any doubt or anything, you can ask. Hare Krishna. Is it clear? What I want to teach you, is it clear? What is the Aarti time? What is the time? 12:30. If you have any doubts or questions, you can ask me. All are regular people here? Regularly coming here? Chanting Hare Krishna? Okay. We'll sing on bhajan. Bhajahure Mana Sri Nandanandana will sing. Is it not? Bhajahure Mana Sri Nandanandana by Govinda Das. Bhajahure Mana Sri Nandanandana Abhaya Charana Ravindare. 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 Durlabha Manava Janama Satsange. Durlabha Manava Janama Satsange. Tarohoye Baba Sindure. Ye Baba Tarohoye Baba Sindure. Sita tapa bata barisana idina jamini lagire. Sita tapa bata barisana idina jamini. Sita tapa bata barisana edina jamini jagire. Sita tapa bata barisana edina jamini. Vipale se vinu krupana durajana. Vipale se vinu krupana durajana. Chapala sukala bala gire. Chapala sukala bala gire. Dedana yavanam putra parijanam iteke ache parati tire. Dedana yavanam putra parijanam iteke ache parati tire. Dedana yavanam putra parijanam iteke ache parati tire. Putra parijanam iteke ache parati tire. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala. Bajahari padani tire. Jahu hari padani. Bajahu hari padani tire. Sravana kirtana smarana vandana pada sevana dasare. Sravana kirtana smarana vandana pada sevana dasare. Sravana kirtanam smarana vandana pada sevana dasare. Sravana kirtanam adas. Pujana saki jana atma nivedana. Pujana saki jana atma nivedana. Govinda dasa bilasare. Govinda dasa bilasare. Bajahure mana Sri Nandanandana Abhaya Charana Ravindare. Sri Nandanandana Abhaya Charana Ravindare. Bajahure mana Sri Nandanandana Abhaya Charana Ravindare. Abhaya charanara. Durlabha manava janama sasange. Durlabha manava janama sasange. Tarahaye bhava sindure. Tarahaye bhava sindure. Translation ikkandi. Right.
cessation of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons.
Both in the day, both in the day and at night, I remain sleepless. Both in the day and at night, I remain sleepless, suffering the pains of the heat and cold, the wind and the rain. For a fraction of flickering happiness, I have uselessly served wicked and miserly men.
What assurance of real happiness is there in all one's health, youthfulness, sons, and family members? This life is tottering like a drop of water on a lotus petal. Therefore, you should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari.
It is the desire and great longing of Govinda Das to engage himself in the 9 processes of bhakti, namely hearing the glories of Lord Hari and chanting those glories, constantly remembering him and offering prayers to him, serving the Lord's lotus feet, serving the Supreme Lord as a servant, worshipping him with flowers and incense and so forth, serving him as a friend and completely offering the Lord's one's very self.
Stop me. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, यदुश्ला प्रभुपाद की, तैगौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल.
His Grace Prananath Achyuta Prabhu ki jai.
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.
हरे कृष्णा. अभी हम कीर्तन करेंगे और भगवान का दर्शन 12:30 को होगा, तब तक हम कीर्तन करेंगे. हरे कृष्णा